Hey guys, I'm HP, this is Dr. Pink, and today's topic is easy blues guitar, and we're doing a full fretboard exercise number 1. So here you're gonna learn to play blues over the entire fretboard, and this is, technically it's easy, but there are a few things you already need to know. Before we get started, just make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, and also join the HPCrazy Guitar Academy. So what are we talking about today? I'm going to show you and so on. So, I'm gonna finish the whole thing during the lesson. I just didn't want to let you wait too long. We're building the classic question-answer thing, question-answer resolution thing, and we're moving it all the entire fretboard and also taking it to the next step with variations and some add-ons. And I'm just gonna show you the method how it's done. It's from the principle, it's really simple, so you guess you're gonna enjoy this. So let's get started. All right, guys, this blues is in A. So we're using the A minor blues pentatonics, and since we're playing over the entire fretboard, you need to know all 5 positions of the A minor pentatonics. I'm just gonna quickly play them through, that you have an idea, and you need to be able to figure out in each position where the root note is, because this is the main orientation point when you want to move the motifs and question answer stuff around. So we have position number 1, we hear the root, hear the root, and hear the root. Position number 2, hear the root, hear the root. Position number 3, hear the root, hear the root. Position 4, root, root, root. Position number 5, root, root, root. And position number 1 again in the high position, root, root. So the root is your main orientation point if you want to move around the whole stuff. So now the classic blues improvisation concept is a question answer thing in a classic blues form with 12-bar blues, 4 bars A, 2 bars D, 2 bars A, 1 bar E, 1 bar D, 1 bar A, 1 bar E. So we're starting with a question, which is you start on the root here, something like this, and you play the question. You make a 1-bar question, which would be something like this: start on the root, end on the root, and then you make 1-bar pause. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you play it twice. Then comes the answer, which will be something like this: 1-bar pause. 1-bar pause, then the question again. 1, and then comes the resolution. You play anything within the pentatonics, and then you come back to the question again. Then the whole thing is finished. So I just played it now in the first position. I'm gonna quickly play with the backing track to see how the system works, and then we're gonna pull it on the entire fretboard. One bar pause. One bar pause. Answer. One bar pause. Question again. One bar pause. Resolution. Anything. One bar pause. Question again. So, that was really simple. Now we're pulling this over the entire fretboard. So we start with the question probably in position number 1, then we move it up to position 2 or position 4. I'm going to show you. And as I said, since we're starting the question on the root is the orientation. So if you want to play the question here, the same thing is in position 2 is this. Position 4 is this. Position 1 in the high position is this. But you should be able to play it in any position, you know. Or you know, the root note is your main orientation point, and you should be able to move it around the entire fretboard. And that's basically the goal of knowing the pentatonics in all 5 positions, because then you can move around and you can build up a solo. Now we're going to play the same thing again but now I'm switching positions. Before I played just position 1, which is quite boring. Now we're playing in different positions, and you see already the effect of the wow effect, which you can create, okay? Answer. Let's do here. Resolution now. See, already sounds way better than before. And it's not such a big magic, you just move around the fretboard and it really works, okay? So that was now one version or one chorus. I mean, I'm really sticking to the rules now, and you need to learn the rules to then forget the rules again, you know? You don't have to be really always like extremely exact, but when you play motifs, you know, question, answer, build motifs, question, answer, which you can remember. Because you start with something, you develop it over the fretboard, and then at the very end you come back to the original questions. By the end of your solo you should be able to remember what you played at the very first bar, okay? So that's why keep this thing simple. If it's just 2 notes, that would be also enough, but just repeat the whole thing. Because now we take into the next thing. Now we enter the second chorus, and now we're doing the same thing again, but we're making the original question answer thing, but we start to do variations on the question answer thing, meaning either you add additional notes or you cut away notes, you know. So that was the original. Now we make a variation, like sounds same rhythm but different notes, or same notes but different rhythm. See, same notes, different rhythm. You do either a melodic or a rhythm variation on your motif, but it still has to be somehow recognizable to the original one. And later on you can get into free playing, and we're doing this in the second chorus now. So I start with the original one, then move positions to a variation, and before we had one bar which we didn't play. Now you can add anything in this empty bar, which was a pause, and then it starts to sound quite sophisticated. So let's see. Now you play free. Now original. See? I mean, I just squeeze it now into one chorus. You can also make this, you can develop this into 2 chorus, 3 chorus, depends on how much material you have. But the concept is you just move up the fretboard and still reminding the original motif, but make variations, do different fill-ins, and then it also sounds really cool, okay? I mean, I know this, it's still not the golden egg of blues guitar, but that's how the thing works, you know, to develop and to play over the entire fretboard. And always this question answer thing is the main topic in blues guitar, and the principle is really simple, but I mean, you can work 20 years on it and you always discover new stuff. And this is now, I'm showing you some stuff today here, but there's going to be more to come. So if you want to learn more, just subscribe to the channel. Anyhow, what I'm going to play these 2 choruses now in one row, that you see how you develop that. And as I said, you start with the original and you end with the original for today, okay? So let's do this now. Rest. Move up 1 octave. Rest. Now comes the answer. Now comes the question again. Now resolution. Or a question again. Now we enter variations and fills. Answer. Question again. With a variation. Now free soloing. And back to the original. Yo guys, that was the principle of question answer, taking from one position over the entire fretboard by taking the root note as an orientation point to move up and down the fretboard, and just transposing the question answer thing in different positions, and then also adding variations plus kind of fill-ins in these bars which are not played. And it already sounds pretty good. I mean, of course, there's a lot of stuff to improve, but you know, it's really cool for all you guys who are learning blues. It's really cool to be able to play over the entire fretboard. I mean, from my teaching experience over, I don't know, many years, maybe 30 years, that's always a topic which is in the mind of students. How do I use the 5 pentatonic positions? I can play in one, it's enough. No, but later on you use I cannot put everything in one tutorial, but later on you also use the different positions for different to connect the positions, also to add runs in between, and also get out of the question answer playing and coming back to question answer playing. You know, that's the big thing. You know, you have a theme, you develop it, then you go out, and at the end you come back. And this method is a first step to really work on it and to improve it and to understand it. And as I already said, you can work on this thing 20, 30 years, even longer. You always learn something new, which is cool. And we will see. There's more to come. As this is exercise number 1 is more to come. So please subscribe to my channel and to not miss any of my shows. If you want to download an example of what I was talking about today as tabs, plus this backing track. It's available in the HPCrazy Guitar Academy for premium members. Please join there. Please also join there if you just want to follow my artistic work. There is my own little social media channel which I serve currently. Good. One more to say. That's all. Me and Dr. Pink are saying bye.